David, welcome back from the African Cup of Nations.
Thank you.
Obviously, from a footballing perspective, maybe it didn't quite work out the way you wanted, but from a kind of personal experience, what did you make of it?
Yeah. Personal experience is obviously amazing because not many people get to do what I did and go to a major tournament. So I'm very grateful for the fact that I went and saw some massive players playing. Tried to learn as much as I can, but it's good to be back.
Yeah, and kind of talk me through it, because on January the 2nd, away at Queen of the South, 3-0 win, you score, and then you're flying off. Talk me through kind of that journey. How did it go?
Literally, as soon as the game finished, said the goodbyes to everyone. Got a car from Queen of the South straight to London. Slept in a hotel. Woke up in the morning. Got on a flight.
Wow. And once you're there, once you've flown to Cameroon, what's the kind of tournament experience like for fans?
To be fair, I feel like it was a bit false because of COVID, but it was still like a good experience. But you were just in a big complex, so it was us and Malawi sharing a complex where you've got everything: pool tables, table tennis, darts, TVs, PlayStations. You've got everything there, so you don't really need to go anywhere. There was even like a pond, so you could go fishing and stuff like that. So everything was there, but obviously you couldn't mix with anyone that's not from your bubble, kind of thing.
Did that kind of, not solitude, but that kind of isolation build a better bond in the squad, do you think, than normal?
Yeah, 100%. I think it brings the team closer because you get to know each other, you're talking, and when you're playing games and stuff like that, everyone relaxes and lets their guard down, so you build friendships with people, you know what I mean?
And obviously Zimbabwe exited the competition, the group stage, but you got a win against Guinea as well. What was the kind of mood in the camp after that to exit the competition, with your heads held high? Yeah,
it was bittersweet for us. Everyone was disappointed because of the manner we lost the games before the Malawi game, especially because it was just mistakes we could have avoided. But the boys learnt from it, and I'm sure we'll be back stronger next competition.
And in terms of the squad itself, obviously there's players coming from all over the place, obviously from Hamilton, players coming from France, players coming from England. Is that something that you kind of discuss quite a lot when you're in camp, kind of the leagues and the clubs that you play in?
Nah, it doesn't really come up, It's just like as soon as you're in camp, it's just like we're all together, we all play for the same team, and everything just goes away. But obviously, like, people tell stories about the players they play with and stuff like that, like funny stories. And one of the boys was telling a story about Slimani from Lyon, just about how funny he is and stuff like that. So
I was going to say, obviously, you've got, Tina Kadewere?
Yeah.
From Lyon, you've got players coming from Bournemouth as well.
Yeah.
When you're kind of training with them, what's that like? Can you learn quite a lot from these kind of guys?
100%. I'm a bit of a football nerd, so I just try and see what they do that I don't do and stuff like that, and just try to pick their brains a little bit. But they don't seem to mind it, so I'll carry on to do it.
Yeah, and there was a couple kind of regular squad players missing from that Zimbabwe squad as well, like some marvellous Nakamba. You had Tendai Darikwa from
Wigan.
Yeah. So do you think that kind of had an impact maybe on?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like, especially Marv and Tendai, they're like senior players, so they get people in check and make sure the team's doing the right things. So it was a big miss for us, you know what I mean? So hopefully we have them back for the qualifiers and we can get back to doing the right things.
Excellent. And in terms of looking back at the Scottish Championship, obviously you left in fantastic form, 3 goals in 5 games. Is that something that you're looking to pick up where you left off?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's good that I left scoring goals, and I want to come back scoring goals. Hopefully, the teams miss me, and I can come back and make sure we're going in the right direction.
We've got Airdrie United up next. The last time you played them, very nearly scored. Obviously, that header at goal, and then Neil Smith tapped from the rebound. They've changed the manager since you played them. Is it going to be a bit of a different task, do you think?
I feel like we've got our style of play. We know what we're trying to do, and we'll try our best to impose that. on the opposition. So regardless who their manager is, we know what we're doing and what we're trying to do. So hopefully we do that.
And since you were away and have come back, Steve Lawless signed. You were someone he mentioned.
Yeah.
Interview. What can he bring to the dressing room?
Yeah, he's a good character to have in the changing room. He's played in the Scottish Prem, so he's got good experience and he can help the younger lads. And he's a dynamic right back and he can make things happen. So I think he will definitely add to the squad.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, David, and welcome back.
Thank you for having me. Good to be back.